Sunday 27 of August. Verse 2. Remember, husbands, let each one of you love your wife, as Christ loved the church and gave himself for her, that I might sanctify her, having purified her by washing water by the word, to present her to himself as a glorious church, without stain, nor wrinkle, nor thing similar, but holy and without blemish. Ephesians 5:25-27. Advice for Christian wives. Paul began this section on relationships with Ephesians 5:21, a passage that connects two parts, in which he advocated that church members submit to each other. Believers should do this, in the fear of Christ, the first of several times that Paul identified the relationship with Christ as the most important and determining. Listen, Ephesians 5:21. Subjecting each other in the fear of Christ. Question 1. What did Paul mean by urging church members to submit to each other? How to understand this concept? Paul also invited the wives to submit to the husband as to the Lord, indicating that he spoke of the submission of wives to their respective husbands. When Paul said that wives should do this, as to the Lord, did he mean that every wife should submit to her husband as if he were Christ, or did he mean that Christ is the true and highest focus of submission? In the light of Ephesians 6 and 7, in which slaves are asked to serve as if they were working for the Lord and not for persons, and Colossians 3:18, in which wives are invited to submit to their husbands, as befits the Lord, one should choose the latter, that is, Christ is the true and highest focus of submission. Wives are believers who must honor Christ above their husbands. In Colossians and Ephesians, Christ, and he alone, is identified as the head of the church, which is his body, himself being the Savior of the body. By analogy, the husband is the head of the wife, and the fidelity of the church to Christ serves as a model for the loyalty of the wife to her husband. The passage presupposes a loving, not dysfunctional marriage. This verse should not be interpreted so as to allow abuse. In light of what we have read, note this text that we take from the Adventist home: if the husband is rude, impetuous, selfish, harsh and oppressive, never say that the husband is the head of the wife, and that she should in everything be subject to him, for he is not the Lord nor is the husband in the true meaning of the term.